Welcome to the PHNX Coyotes postgame show, brought to you by the one and only DraftKings Sportsbook app, America's top-rated sportsbook. Download today using code PHNX. And this week, new customers who bet $1 on any team to score in an NFL game can win $100 in free bets. My heart is like pounding out of my chest still. Holy crap. That was quite the game.
Yeah, to be sitting here right now saying the Arizona Coyotes beat the Winnipeg Jets in Winnipeg?
I was certain that was going to be a loss today. Like, I almost... And by one, a shutout, actually. Shutout.
And then we'll get that in a second, too. But before this game tonight, they have played in that building 12 times since the Jets came back to the league.
Yeah.
12 times they played in that building. They won one game. That is... And that was last year in October, the first game, one of the first games of last season. They have one win, but it's an incredibly difficult building to play in, and then to be outshot nearly 2-1. Was it 2-1?
No, it was
or
like
more?
3-1.
Oh yeah, 3-1 to get outshot.
Literally 3-1.
3-1,
yeah.
And come out of there with a victory. I'm speechless.
Honestly, it's so funny. You think like,
this would be the wheel of fantasy.
This honestly would. And what alternate reality that we're living in that would happen on this game when the last time the Coyotes played in this building was literally March 9th, 2020, the night before everything shut down and COVID started. Like,
I'm just sitting here. Yeah, this is if we would have done this of wheel of fantasy, people wouldn't have believed us. Vamka with a shutout, Louis Eriksson assisting the winning goal. Get outshot 3-1 and surprise Winnipeg in Winnipeg. There's no way I would have believed that.
No.
That's a wheel of fantasy story all day long.
This win was so shocking that Craig wasn't even sitting here for it. He's not even here. Aaron, show the people.
Do you want to see where Craig is? Do you have a picture of where Craig is?
Yes, I do. Hold on 1 second. Let me take this comment down. There's so many comments rolling in. I can't get it down.
All right. This is what Craig is doing right now in the other room.
There's Craig.
There's
Craig. Craig.
Right now. In the break room here at the PHNX studio on the
he's zooming
in the post-game press conference. So
yes, zooming in, waiting.
That's what Craig's doing. That's why this is an empty seat right here. But that's okay.
Yeah.
We'll hold it down.
We're used to it. My back's sore from carrying Craig all this time.
Tim said this game followed Petey's exact script through. Great goaltending, one lucky shot went in, win 1-0. You've literally been saying that.
Finally.
Forever.
You know what? Honestly, that third period though, they get the 2 penalties back to back, and then they take the 4-minute high sticking penalty.
Like, I was sure that they were going to tie it, if not win it.
They're 31st.
I kept saying this is going to overtime. It's going to overtime. Yeah, and actually, we're just rolling right through. No, I don't want to go to it first. Let's go to the game by the numbers to start. You'll really get a good picture. 46 shots on goal. And Veggie saved every single one. Woo! I think kind of midway through the third, they said on the broadcast that Winnipeg had 64 shot attempts. So I'm sure by the end of the game, it was more than that. 6 power play opportunities for Winnipeg. And Winnipeg came into this game with their power play was 15th in the league. So, kind of middle of the pack versus the Coyotes who are 26th. So, still some offensive threats for them. Face-offs, pretty even looking at that. But on the flip, 15 shots on goal for the Coyotes? That's like averaging 5 a period. And what did you say that the average shots on goal was for a period?
Well,
Didn't you say that?
No, I was doing face-offs just 20.
Face-offs.
But it's more than 15. It's got to be in the 20s. Like we're at 24, 25. I don't even know what to say. You gave up 46 shots, 6 power plays. They played shorthanded 1/6 of this game. More than 10 minutes of the game, they played shorthanded. And at moments, that last 2 minutes, it was 6-on-4. So they were down 2 players because Winnipeg pulled their goalie. Vamka had one of those nights where the puck was just hitting him. And when Connor had the puck in the slot, pass from behind the net, Vamka's literally looking the wrong way. Like he's looking back in the corner and the puck just hits him. Connor doesn't put it into the empty net. That's when you start to believe, okay, this might be one of those nights where things are going to go his way. And they clearly did. And even though the first 30 minutes, I don't know if he had all that much work. I mean, there were a lot of saves. The numbers were there. But we were sitting here watching the game going, gosh, I don't know. There were no breakaways. There weren't any big outnumbered rushes. He was making the saves he needed to make. But, the workload didn't really reflect the numbers. Well, the second half of the game, good grief.
Especially that third period.
Yeah, that third period was insane.
Oh, my God. And how frustrated do you think Winnipeg was? Like, and we've, as people who watch the Coyotes, we've been sat in the frustrated position. So it's kind of nice to be the ones not being the frustrated ones.
Yeah, they had 3 shots, 14-3 in the third period. 3 shots on goal in the third period.
Man.
And they did everything wrong in that third period. They kept taking penalties. They kept turning the puck over in their own end. And they got away with one. They stole one in Winnipeg. There's no doubt about it. They stole one in Winnipeg. Get to the plane. Get the heck out of Canada before they figured out they stole it from them. And let's get to Minnesota. Because it doesn't get any easier 24 hours from now.
No. So the Coyotes penalty kill coming into that game was 31st in the league. Do you think that killing 6 penalties, they might jump a few places there?
They'll jump for sure. That's impressive.
Yeah, we'll have it
tomorrow because we'll be right back here.
Yes, we will be right back here.
And you know what I didn't do? Did you drink?
I've been drinking this whole time.
I'm gonna.
Have you not cracked it? Okay, tell everyone what you're drinking.
No, I'm going to in honor of the Phoenix Suns and their 16-game winning streak that they are going to try to make it 17 tomorrow. I am drinking Suns Brew by Four Peaks. I saw it in the store today and thought this was very appropriate for the game. Maybe that's what gave them good luck today to the Coyotes. Who knows?
Yeah.
So
spreading it all around in the valley. It's a winning time for a lot of teams here.
And then can you tell people what we did tonight, or we'll tell them that later?
No, we can tell them now. So tonight, there's a few people watching this postgame show right now who have been with us for the last 2.5 hours because tonight our members only had the opportunity to do a watch along event with us where we all watched the game together. We were on camera, on mic, watching the game. You got to see us giving each other shit the entire time, which is pretty much all we do. And comment along. It was interactive. It was a blast. Thank you, everyone who came. I had a lot of fun doing it.
Yeah, it was fun. I got to talk a little bit of hockey. Craig got to talk about food and pizza.
And which I'm sure he'll talk about.
Or brag?
Brag about pizza?
I was going to say...
He asserted himself with pizza.
Yeah, he has some really hot takes when it comes to food, doesn't he? Like, he's very opinionated when it comes to hot dogs, pizza, beer.
Yes, he is very opinionated.
Thanks, Karen. Karen was there. Karen got to watch us watch the game. I wanted to compare it to the Mannings, but it's not that. clearly watching us. No offense to you, Peyton. I'm sure he's watching tonight. Yeah. Like right now, Peyton's watching. I'm just kidding, Peyton. It was not like your standards, but you get the idea. They watched us watch them.
Yes, pretty much.
And actually, we tried to give him some inside hockey stuff and talk a little hockey.
Oh yeah, everyone can. Tim had fun. Thanks, Tim, for coming. PD, I'll say this every time. I learned something watching games with PD every single night. So I'm glad that everybody got to see that too, because got some good breakdowns there.
And we're probably going to miss PD's draws tonight. I don't think.
Yeah, because he gets.
It takes
a lot of time, and we were trying to do a lot of things at once, so didn't get to that. So that was a members only thing. We sent the link in the members only Discord. So if you ever want to be part of something like that in the future, be sure to become a member because there's so many amazing perks to being a member. Among them that you get to be in the members only Discord, get things like that. Also in the members only Discord today, they're running shirt ideas by the members. So members are seeing shirts first, which is really cool. So just a lot of really cool stuff going on. And today's Cyber Monday. It's, 8:15 right now. So until midnight, there's a deal that if you sign up for a membership today, you'll get a $60 gift card to the PHNX locker. So get those shirts, get your membership, do it all, and then you can have access to watch parties like that in the future because I'm sure we'll be doing it again. And I believe the PHNX Suns
are doing it tomorrow.
Is going to be doing it tomorrow.
So I'll be tuning in because
we'll also be here in the building.
Oh, I can't tune in.
Well, we can walk. Maybe we'll make a guest appearance.
Let's do that. Let's film us watching them film that. Wow. That's like Inception, like a dream within a dream within a dream.
Oh my gosh.
I'll film then. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, so they're doing their live watch tomorrow. So if you can have the Coyotes game on one screen, the PHNX Suns watch on the other screen. And then tune in for both post-game shows because they're a lot of fun. That was my little PHNX plug because I it's just so much fun here. We
Oh, it was funny. We had a
have
fun
lot
time
of fun.
tonight. I was, yeah.
An app is in the works. Stay tuned. I don't know. I have nothing to say on it, but it's not out of the question.
Was that a question? Was that come up?
It's a comment right there.
Yeah,
Can you see, or is the light blocking you?
Yeah.
He's sitting here the entire game. It's halfway through the third. He goes, "This light's in my way. Like, I can't see anything." I'm like,
well, I thought everybody had lights in their way. I didn't know it was just me.
Why did you just wait
Well,
so long to say something?
So let's go back to the game. We did the
All
numbers
right,
already.
Back to the game. Let's pull up Petey's keys because
let's talk about the keys.
these actually came into play a lot. Oh no, these actually play in, a lot. So screens and rebounds. If Hellebuck sees it, he stops it. We saw this a lot.
Yeah, and even towards the third period, there's one that he mishandled because he didn't see it at all. It was tipped underneath him. There was a scrum around the net. Hellebuck, to me, is one of the best top 5 goalies in this league when he's on. He doesn't get the recognition or get noticed as some of the other goaltenders in the league might because he's in Winnipeg. So I think that hurts him. They don't get all the national games like you see, New York, Boston, Pittsburgh. Those teams are on all the time. So you don't recognize him. He's an incredibly talented goaltender. And he gave up a bunch against Minnesota the other night, and all of them were tips and screens. So the Coyotes needed to do that. Now, I don't think clearly they got enough shots on net. They didn't deliver enough pucks to the net. But on that one opportunity, Roussel
and I wouldn't
drove
even say that. I mean, I wouldn't even say that was Hellebuck's fault as much as it was the execution by Eriksson and Roussel.
Yeah, Hellebuck had no chance on that.
So if that was a game where the Coyotes also had 40 plus shots, you would have said he played an incredible game, and he just didn't face a lot of shots to have it seem like he stood on his head in that game. So he didn't play a bad game. He
gave up one goal, and I'd like to see the scoring chances again. So the Coyotes are going to have under 10 scoring chances, which insane. Your goal is to be 16, get about 16 scoring chances a game. The Coyotes are going to end up with like 4 or 5. Like they're not going to be many. The second key was the penalty kills. Whichever
so
team
much
was
for
better.
That. Someone said in the comments, so much for number 2, not taking penalties. The Coyotes took 6.
But it was who won the PK battle. And who won the PK battle? They did.
The Coyotes did. And what was the last key?
Well, the last thing was forget history. Like, because we talked about they won one game in that building. And I really, we had the same conversation when the Coyotes went into St. Louis. That there are just some teams that you win against. And the Coyotes seem to perform really well in St. Louis. Well, the same thing holds true for the Winnipeg Jets in their building against the Coyotes. They just win. And so, to me, that of all of the things here, the Coyotes have brought better teams into that building, like teams that are fighting for playoff spots and really good hockey teams in that building, and lose. I wish we could have Shane Doan about that, because Shane was always in that building would always have these. They'd boo Shane Doan. No one boos Shane Doan. They booed him in that building. And I know
it's not the same organization, but Shane Doan was drafted to Winnipeg.
Yeah, like he did everything for that town. Anyway, so it's an incredibly difficult building to play in for this franchise, and I'm stunned. I'm stunned they walked out of here with a win. If you would have told me they were going to get outshot 3-1 and be in the penalty box for 10 minutes and they won the game, it's amazing. So give it to Veggie. And we talked about Veggie's decreased role with Wedgwood getting all of the big starts. Veggie's been better.
I think that's helped him, having the pressure taken off.
Like his last 2 starts, he was king of the game.
Yeah.
So
spoiler.
Oh, shoot.
He's our DraftKings king of the game. Once again, shutout. We didn't even have to say any other numbers.
Was that an NHL record for the most saves for, what was it? Most saves for the first shutout of a career. All right?
Oh, I think Craig had it. 8 saves short of the most saves a Coyotes goalie has recorded in a shutout.
But it was the National Hockey League record for a player's first shutout.
Career high 46 saves for his first career shutouts. The Coyotes' first shutout of the season, 8 short of the franchise record set by Mike Smith on April 3rd, 2012 versus Columbus.
It's amazing. It's
absolutely.
Good stuff.
And,
but that's how this team, that's how they're going to win. We've said it. They need to have good goaltending. I thought one thing that they've been doing better is maintaining puck possession in the offensive zone. They looked faster. They were having offensive zone time in shots. Keller, Kessel, Krause, That wasn't there tonight. I didn't see
No,
the
it felt like the
speed.
entire game was played in the Coyotes' defensive zone.
100%
Like,
agree.
I would love to see what percentage of the time was in that zone, because
There was no offensive upside here.
We talk about the Coyotes were 6 for 6 on the penalty kill. Well, there were times that the 5-on-5 felt like the Jets were on the power play.
That first 5 minutes of the third period prior to the penalty,
Yeah.
Coyotes didn't touch the puck.
Yeah.
Like it was awful.
And a good comment here, our zone clearing is not good today. Not at all. Like, not at all.
And there was too many times when they were trying to get out of the zone that they're throwing pucks up through the middle of the ice. When you're struggling defensively and you're giving up that many shots, you can't be afraid to fire the puck off the glass, get it out over the blue line, and live another day. I mean, you look at Nicholas Hjalmarsson. That's how he made his career. Getting the puck off the glass, getting out of the zone, stop defending for a few seconds.
Yeah.
They did it a few times in the third finally, but prior to that, they kept turning the puck over either along the walls or up the middle of the ice, and they defended for way too long.
Yeah. I can't imagine how exhausted those players are, and now they're going into the second night of a back-to-back. Like this is going to be a late night for them, traveling, getting in, having to go through customs again, getting to Minnesota. Luckily, it's not that long of a flight, but still, I just can't imagine how exhausted they're all going to be. You'll have to imagine probably Wedgwood will get the start tomorrow night, splitting the load on a back-to-back, and then they'll have a couple days off before facing Vegas at home on Friday. So a little bit of rest there. But yeah, I'm sure the players that were out there for those penalty kills, I should pull up the time on ice from tonight, because wow, there was a lot of action. There was times that those players looked extremely gassed.
Yeah, when they couldn't get those clears, when they had that double high sticking, Craig counted 3 or 4 missed clear attempts,
and he said, "Oh, look, they finally got one," and then no, they didn't.
And no, they didn't.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the Minnesota Wild are 7-2 at home. This is going to be a tough, tall task tomorrow. Minnesota has played the Coyotes. They've had the Coyotes number over the last 3 seasons. They're playing in Minnesota, which we just said Minnesota's 7-2 at home.
Minnesota's first in the Central right now.
First in the Central right now.
Their record is 14-6-1. I mean, it's going to be a challenge.
Like Wedgie's going to have to be outstanding. And on a back-to-back like this, they're going to have to survive the first 10 minutes.
Yeah, you say that every time.
So if I'm the Coyotes, I'm getting it over the red line. I'm dumping the puck deep. I'm not going to make any plays at the blue line. I'm not going to try to be fancy, carry the pucks in, get the puck deep behind their goal line, try to forecheck. Just don't get scored on in the first 10 minutes. Just defend and survive, and then hopefully find your legs by the end of the game.
Jake clarified, so Vamka recorded 46 save shutout, tied for the most saves in first career shutout in NHL, which is history, which is what you said. Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Tied for most saves in first.
Congratulations to him too, because there were moments in this, this season he's had a roller coaster ride, and we're only 21 games in. Like he's had some great games to start, then he struggled, and I think he's found his groove back again. Once he got some practice time, once Wedgie took some of the load off, I think their goalie tandem has been pretty solid. Honestly.
I know, and I was listening to 32 Thoughts, and they were talking about Matt Murray, going through waivers in Ottawa, and Jeff Merrick was saying which 2 teams he didn't think it was ever really an option, but like could have taken Murray, and he mentioned the Coyotes as one. But I was thinking, like, forget about, wanting to reach the cap floor or whatever it is, like, I don't know. I think the Coyotes goalie situation is kind of interesting right now for what they're going through. I mean, we have to remember it is a rebuild. It's not going to be oh, here she comes. The throat has been cleared. Here it is. Oh.
Rebuild. Oopsie. Hold on.
Take 2.
It's not going well.
Let's see. This one will
unmute. Click it on the microphone. Like the actual microphone next to you.
Oh.
Yeah, click the button. Try that. We're trying for the rebuild reminder.
Rebuild. Nope.
Okay,
Nope.
well, I'll try. Rebuild reminder.
Yeah.
Woo! But what I was going to say was that the goalie situation is turning out kind of interesting for the Coyotes.
Yeah, it is. We'll see what happens when Hutton comes back, if he comes back, when he comes back. Like, he's still not practicing. And Tim said, is Vamka a legit NHL starter?
Do you think maybe not now, but he might have the potential?
He's 25 years old.
one?
Do I think Veggie's a number 1 in the National Hockey League right now? I don't.
But do you think he has the potential to become one? I think so too.
But he's 25.
Yeah.
Like,
And
there's time.
the goalie's development window is way different than on any other position.
It is. And he's played some great games. The true test of a number one goalie is the consistency and be able to do that for 60 games. So you've got to be playing 3 out of every 4. I don't know if he's in a spot in his career where he can do this 3 out of 4 times. I don't know if he can. I don't know if he's quite ready for that. If you show him the consistency in his game, not knocking what he's done, but outstanding his last 2 starts. I just think it's going to take him a little bit more time where you can say, hey, he's a legit number one. I don't think we're there yet.
Yeah. Oh, and someone said Wild beat Jets 7-1 last Friday in Minnesota.
Yeah.
Yeah, so tomorrow's game will be interesting. And I wonder if anyone here in the chat or anyone listening took the Coyotes in this game before. They were plus 260, right, Aaron? Plus 260 on the DraftKings Sportsbook app.
Yep,
Underdogs. On the money line. Plus 260 on the money line, underdogs. So if you took the Coyotes in this game, you could have walked away with a pretty penny on the DraftKings Sportsbook app. And if you're thinking, I don't know if they have it tomorrow night, or if you think maybe they're going to ride this momentum and you want to throw some money on a game, make it a little bit more interesting for yourself, you can do that. Use the DraftKings Sportsbook app, and this week, new customers who sign up using the promo code PHNX and bet just $1 on any team to score in an NFL game can win $100 in free bets if they do. It's safe, secure, reliable, super easy to use. You can combine multiple bets for in the same game for a bigger payout. So we were talking about there's a bet you can do, like, will there be a goal in the first 10 minutes? Things like that. So just it makes it super, super fun to watch. Also, I always, now that we're doing this, like, I always watch games from a betting perspective, and I just feel like it makes it more fun. So like we said, it's a rebuild year. The Coyotes, as of late, have made it much more interesting, but you can make it more interesting for yourself, and you don't just have to bet on hockey or the Coyotes. You can bet on literally anything. Under hockey on the DraftKings Sportsbook app, there's like 26 leagues you can bet on. Crazy. So be sure to download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use the promo code PHNX. Bet $1 on any team to score and win $100 in free bets. And if they score, you get your $100 in free bets. That's 21 and over, Arizona only. Gambling problem, call 1-800-NEXT-STEP. New customers only. Eligibility restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. All right, I heard Aaron laughing, so I have to look up at the comments.
Bees is a little bit aggressive here. That's hot. That is a
Bees
hot
is coming
take.
in hot.
Coming in hot with veggie and the Vesna
Oh, look who else
and the growler.
coming in hot. Come on
Speaking
in.
of
Yeah, that's it.
I gotta do to get a solo cup around me.
We don't have solo cups. We just have coffee
coffee
cups.
cups.
Solo cup.
Look who's back.
Look who's back.
Craig's
Yay.
calls. Oh wait, he's here
I'm in studio.
with his growler from Grand Canyon Brewing.
Long anticipated growler.
Oh my
What do you
god.
got?
Where's his mic off?
Oh.
It's on now.
This is Craig's first time in the studio since November 5th on a show. Oh well, on a post-game show.
You went back and checked?
Yeah, I checked the last time he would have been in studio for a post-game show.
Oh.
He was in studio for an interview with Shane Doan,
But
but
post game.
post-game
I'm at
not
the
since
games.
November 5th.
Not the games.
He's at the games. Well, we're
I was not in Winnipeg.
Yes,
yeah,
Justin, I wanted to
shocked
drink
the
it.
growler's still here. Well, he
Well,
doesn't know. We could have emptied it, dumped it
Yeah,
out,
they
and
could've just-
there's actually
have, like-
that's actually an IPA that we poured in
It's
there.
No.
like the bubble stuff.
Does
that
he watch
just
the
their blood
ID channel?
bubbles here.
Yeah,
Could
no.
you imagine if we had poured IPA
IPA.
in there?
There's a lot of IPAs in there, by the way.
Yeah.
You're not going to have
No,
No.
not one.
Well,
Sure.
Craig, welcome back
Never.
from
Thank you.
We showed everyone a photo of you doing
Working.
your post-game pressers in the interview room.
Nice.
So everyone got to see you hard at work there. What did everyone have to say?
Let's start with Andre saying, "Thank God for veggie."
Yeah.
Basically, the interview started off with, hey, talking about ways they found to win. Did they find a formula? And Andre just shook his head and said, "Thank God for veggie," because you give up 46 shots. And granted, I thought for a lot of that game they limited the grade A chances, PD, but still, Winnipeg took it to them. They just couldn't
Yeah, I
find
think the
Especially
first
in that
30 minutes
third period.
especially. Like
Yeah.
there
Yeah.
was no, wow, what an amazing save, right?
Right.
The third period, I think they were drowning, the third period, and he bailed them out for sure.
Yeah.
But I don't think it was, even through the first 40 minutes, it wasn't like standing on his head, unbelievable acrobatic saves. I just didn't feel that.
I agree.
But without him, you don't win that. That's
No.
that's an
A
incredible
46 save
performance.
shutout. And I tweeted
Yeah.
this. The record, of course, Mike Smith against Columbus. Pete, you were there for that. Of course, you were there for all these things that we're talking about. But Mike Smith had a 54 save shutout against the Blue Jackets, and that was during some stretch that he was on where he was closing in on Boucher's record, but didn't get there.
Will said in the comments, Coyotes to win in a shutout was plus 1,200 tonight.
Wow.
So
That
if
was
so,
the
I would
best.
love to. Does
Missed
someone
it
have
by-
that, please? If you
someone
had it,
that. Missed it by that much?
Yeah.
Really? Someone had that? If someone had that,
if someone had that,
please DM me because we need to get
and
together.
use your winnings to buy us donuts.
Exactly.
we've been
Donuts.
talking about donuts all night. If you were there, we were telling everyone who wasn't at our little watch party tonight about our watch party. I know you had some takes about that, but we can get to that later about the goings on here.
The
But-
goings on.
Yeah, the pizza.
Oh, yeah.
But we'll get to that. What else from
I
that?
mean, from the post game?
Yeah.
Well, it's good to talk to Christian Fisher again. It's always good to
Yeah.
talk to
Yeah.
Christian Fisher.
Back in
No.
after 7 games on IR.
Right, and energy guy, right? That's
Yeah.
it's not just energy that he brings on the ice. He brings energy to the room.
Mhm.
He brings energy when he's around you because he's just a positive soul. That's always how he's been. And he's a talkative soul too. He can talk forever. Like all of his post game comments were in depth analysis. No, listen, I'm not criticizing. I love it as a reporter. It's unbelievable to get a guy like that. You dream of having guys like that to cover where he'll dive into any topic that you throw at him, and it's just good to have him back in the line of it. By the way, coming back off of that injury, you would expect maybe they ease him in. He played over 16 minutes tonight. I think he was 4th among forwards in ice time tonight. I asked Andre Tourigny if he had a time limit on him like he did with Andrew Ladd the previous night, and he said, "Well, I didn't ask."
But that is funny because
Yeah, he was 4th.
did he get hurt in the game where you wrote the article on his ice time? Was he hurt the very next game?
Yes.
And so this is
That sounds
maybe
like a
Andre
curse
read
to
your
me.
article again today and said, "Geez, I need to get him on the ice more."
Maybe.
Because he did. Maybe. I don't know. Some people do read your articles, Craig.
Some people.
Who else did you talk to? Andre?
We had Veg. We had Veg.
What did he
And-
have to say?
Well, we talked, and we've talked to him about this before, but it's just kind of crazy, his story, right? I mean, Scott Wedgwood is a crazy story too, but Veg came over from Czech. This is his first season in the NHL. Pretty much everybody thought he was going to be down in Tucson as the backup to Ivan Prosvetov. Then he plays well in camp, preseason, earns himself at least the backup spot behind Carter Hutton. Carter Hutton doesn't play well, gets hurt. Suddenly Veg is the starter. I know he got bounced back behind Wedgwood, but he's just had some really good performances in his first NHL season. And to come over and post a 46 save shutout on a team that's kind of struggling, that's an unbelievable accomplishment.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and we thought over the last 2 starts, since Wedgwood has taken the mantle, Veggie's played better. And I
Good
think
role, right?
the lesser role for him. Now he's going to get tomorrow off. We'll see what happens in the Vegas game. They've got several days between this. Wedgie, they're going to need him to be strong tomorrow. I think this is a huge hill to climb tomorrow night. But you've got a tandem now that the players can believe in. And if the players believe in it, you have a chance. Like there was that 3-week spell where they had no faith in their goaltending and they couldn't win. And the players looked defeated before the game started. They're past that now. Now they believe in their goalies. And when you believe, anything can happen. So don't count this out tomorrow. Like I look at the rosters tomorrow night and I like all the math favors Minnesota. Right? There's an incredibly tough 4-line team. Their 4th line's almost as good as their first line. That's a solid hockey club. Spurgeon looks like he's out. Zuccarello skated today for the first time. He's been out. I think he'll play. That team's just better.
Yeah.
They're in first place in the Central for a reason. If they come out and play, you're going to need another goaltending performance like that to compete.
So if I had told you at the start of the season that at the end of November, the Coyotes and New York Islanders would be tied, what would you think?
Yeah,
I'd say where in the standings? Like
yeah, you got to be out of your mind.
In my head, I would think like the
Right.
middle, not the bottom. That's insane.
It is. And it's not like, the Coyotes caught the Islanders tonight, but the Islanders are struggling mightily, obviously.
Yeah.
But this Coyotes team is playing a lot better recently. You can't ignore this now. This is a significant stretch where they're playing much better. Again, they gave up 46 shots, and you need a great goaltending performance. But we've talked about this multiple times on the show. That's the formula for them. They're going to need great goaltending. They're going to have to win low-scoring games. They've been doing a bit lately.
And the other thing, when you look at the bottom of the standings and you start talking about the race for right and the draft pick and the ping pong balls, you look at those teams that end up towards the bottom, and I'll give you a couple examples. Vancouver, Montreal, and Chicago. Those three that I think are still going to be in that mix. All three of those franchises right now have dark clouds following them around. And when you get those dark clouds inside the room, you get that negativity and people are pointing fingers, whether it's at management or coaches or the difficulties Chicago had or Vancouver, the media writes about literally every single day. You get that negativity inside a locker room and it's hard to shake it. And it does spill over onto the ice and you're professionals, you need to play it. I'm sorry, it's that negative cloud follows you. The one thing the Coyotes have right now is there is no cloud right now. Like they're believing, they're positive,
and there's no expectations that they're not
and they're feeling
matching.
good.
Yeah.
So they're honestly they're on the way up right now. Now, do I see them again? They're not a playoff team. Make no mistakes, this team's not going to make the playoffs this season. But with that positive attitude, goaltending like they're getting right now, and guys having fun, which they look like they're doing right now, man, you can't count them out of any game.
So you're saying they're going to draft fifth?
Or third.
I think they're going to draft fifth no matter what, because that's just like this is Arizona. Like whatever can happen will happen, right?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, some other notes from this game: 16 shots in the first was the most allowed by the Coyotes in a period so far. But then I think they outmatched that.
No, they didn't. It was 14 in the third.
Okay, and 14 and 15, and then the other was the second period. That was the first time the Coyotes have led after two periods this entire season.
Yeah, Andre Turin, you said
22 whole games.
They're undefeated when they lead after two periods this season.
There's a nice little stat
honestly,
for you
I did not
keys.
know that they had not led after two. I mean, I guess, but it's true because they said it, so it has to be true. Yeah, I did not know that.
I'm feeling kind of parched over here. I feel like I probably
Get
drink
it.
something.
You actually bought a.
Craig is
does
always
can't drink on the air.
Craig is always so salty that he's here saying, "Oh, I'm at every
the seal.
game."
I can't even. This is going to be
working.
sad watching me try to open this seal.
And then he talks
On air. I
shit to
should have
me
done
and
this off
Petey
camera.
that we're drinking.
time?
I have nails.
I know, first time.
I think I can get here.
This has
Wow.
been sitting in the
Let's
fridge
not
for
focus on
weeks.
this.
So Leah and I drink every show, pretty much, because we have to, right, Leah?
So you're experts.
Because
at
we
opening-
have to, or
Yeah,
the
this is
words.
one
Because
heck
we
of a
have
seal,
to.
by the way. Yep.
Yes.
By the way, this Suns brew,
Yeah, it's
really
stuff.
good.
This is my favorite beer, the peach golden ale from Four Peaks.
Leah is beer.
I am beer.
I am Four
Tim
Peaks,
said, "I
too.
wish I can drink at my job." Tim, this is new for me too. It's a fun
It
place
is.
to
And
work.
for me.
It is. It is interesting having a beer, and not only can you, I would say,
All right,
is
Aaron,
it
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
very-
look your nails.
look what's
Aaron, I'm going to
behind
need your
me.
nails.
This
I've given
bottle of
Giving up on this seal.
whiskey
I think it's encouraged.
that
isn't it?
our boss Saul
Not only
brought
is
in.
Aaron our
so-
Did he?
producer,
All right, Aaron is coming in
she
right here.
opens growlers of beer for me.
There will be no graphics in the next 30 seconds
nasty
here.
little
Yeah,
seal
no
head.
one is behind the computer. Well, while she's doing that, let's get into the controversy of our pizza that we ordered.
Well, I mean, first of all, we ordered Rosati's, which is, as Petey knows,
was-
When we say we, just say I.
Craig
Like, you.
or-
well,
Craig
I don't wanna-
did.
It was excellent.
Okay. Well, there we go.
It was excellent.
There we go.
But Craig wanted sausage, and I don't love sausage on pizza. So we
Italian
got,
sausage. To
Yeah,
be
so we
clear.
got one half, and then the other half, it was veggies. And there were 4 pieces left. Petey had none because Petey ate dinner at 4 p.m. for what? Because
Well,
he is
because-
Yeah, senior
Old man.
special, we eat at 4. Go to a restaurant, you go
And-
at 5. You beat the crowds. What's wrong with that?
and so then there were 4 pieces left, and Craig was acting like
Thank
we
you,
were
Aaron.
ungrateful that he ordered pizza. Then I said, well, I brought pie, and now Petey's dragging me. Oh, the pie's been sitting out for hours. Oh, it's going to be horrible. And if you were watching our live watch along, you would have seen all of this unfold in front of your eyes. You can see what I have
was
to deal with on a nightly basis.
Yeah.
And not only was I being attacked by Petey, which I'm used to at this point, then Craig is attacking me. And this is what I deal with nightly.
I can't argue with her on that, Craig.
Was I attacking you?
Yeah, you were.
You were
Okay.
you were attacking by just having an attitude about the
Little
pizza.
passive.
And beer attitude.
A little passive aggressive.
B said all pizzas should be veggies tonight, and I agree. And you know what?
Who said that?
Bees.
That's brilliant. No, that's really good. Thank you. Gotta go, bees.
Thank you, Grand Canyon Brewing.
Bees
by the way.
nailed
good?
it.
It's a good
All
beer.
pizzas
Was it
should
worth-
be veggies tonight.
Was
worth
it
waiting
worth
for.
the 3-week wait?
Was it really?
Mm-hmm.
What is the growler? What is
It's-
the beer?
it's
Shame you don't have a cup.
But what is the beer?
Hefeweizen.
Hefeweizen?
It's his favorite beer.
Wow. I don't need a cup, Aaron. I'm not going to have the
Aaron
Hefeweizen.
just.
You're not gonna have the Heffy? You're not gonna share?
Well,
Caleb
I will.
said he has no recollection of Leah being attacked. Caleb, I recall you also coming for me in the comments
Caleb,
tonight.
Caleb.
Caleb's
You know, Caleb, I think your memory is correct.
Oh my god. Tim said, would we eat vegetarian? Well, apparently vegetables aren't real. It's all botanics. Again,
Yeah,
these
I'm
are
really
all
confused
these
after.
are all
Was that Frank that was
things-
telling us how Frank, you confused us
And I don't
tonight.
know.
I don't know what to believe in anymore.
Craig, hit me with a little of this.
Okay.
Work. Yeah. That's good.
Oh my god. Anthony said, Craig, we need to get you a better pizza place ASAP. What do you have to say?
A better pizza place? Okay, Anthony, throw your suggestion up there for everyone to see.
Is it good?
That's good. It's lighter. Like it's a light.
Oh, Anthony, throw your phone number up there too.
Oh my god. See? He's coming for you.
Wow.
Oh.
Your social.
It's good. It's sweet. It's light. Craig, like,
Yeah,
I mean, it's not my thing, but it's
It
good.
is my thing.
Is it like blonde?
No. It's
No.
like weedy.
Yeah, it's a little more weedy, a little
Yeah.
more sweetness to it than a blonde.
Mm-hmm.
Blonde's, although it's got a smooth, clean finish.
Yep.
Like I'm drinking this like I would drink a wine, I guess, because I don't drink wine.
It's pretty good beer.
Wow,
pretty good beer.
we're
We're
also
Is
digressing.
Anthony throwing his recommended pizza place up yet?
Jeffrey said Pizza Hut, and my
Oh.
heart skipped a beat.
No, I know pizza's the hut.
Oh my god, when veggie starts, we eat veggies. When Wedgwood starts, we eat cheese wedges. Simple, win every game. I like the food stuff.
You gotta like the goaltending
Justice
situation
said
for the
Grand
kids.
Canyon Brewery in Flagstaff is one of the best, and that is where our beer is from.
That's where the
or
beer's from.
the beer that Craig is drinking, that Petey and I were drinking the last
We had the
couple
last-
weeks. Yeah.
Yeah, we drank all of ours.
They drank the entire case, and I got this little
That is
growler,
true.
But we did not.
which I'm sharing.
Little. It's
Yeah.
big.
I'm sharing it.
There's still this
You
much
gonna drink out of the
left.
bottle, Leah?
So, Craig, is there going to be a goaltending controversy if and when Carter Hutton comes back?
I am really curious to see what they do when Carter Hutton comes back. What do you do? These two guys are playing too well.
And if you're Carter Hutton, do you know if is he practicing even?
Well, he skated
On his own,
he's-
though.
Yeah, but he's taken part in some drills, but he's not taking part in full practice yet. And now he's up. Well, he's not doing anything now because he's on the COVID protocols.
Which is
But-
Tough
what,
breaks
10
for
days?
him.
Yeah, it's 10 days.
So 10 days away from the rink, can't be around anybody for 10
Right.
days. 10 days completely off the
Then
ice.
you got to work your way back into shape, as you know. So
So that puts us, what are we at? That'll put us middle of December.
I don't know, man.
Like, how long?
I don't know, and I don't know if he's fully healthy. I'm not sure he is.
So we're talking, and when I'd have to go back and look at the calendar when he got hurt, but we're looking at maybe January before Carter Hutton's back
Maybe.
and ready to play. And that's,
And we'll see what develops by then. You never know what happens in this game. I wouldn't want to wish it on either of these guys, but you could have another injury at the goaltending position. You might need him at that point.
yeah. And then
Or somebody might cool off, you know?
Yeah. And then his availability might change because there are going to be some decisions. You got 3 goalies down in Tucson. You've got 3 goalies here. You've got
Yeah.
East Coast League. You've got Ontario League.
McIntyre's just on a PTO, though, right?
Yeah.
So,
Speaking of Tucson, a little teaser for you all. Down the I-10 with Petey and Leah will be back this week. 2 weeks ago, we interviewed Roadrunners head coach Jay Verity. This week, we have some interviews lined up for you, so stay tuned for that. It will be a episode on YouTube and on our PHNX Sports YouTube, and it will be one of our audio podcast episodes this week, so stay tuned for that as well. And if you're not subscribed, be sure to follow us wherever you get your podcast, and also leave us a review. That's really, really helpful.
only nice reviews.
Only nice reviews. You can give pizza place recommendations in the review. You can give beer recommendations in the review. But please leave us a review. It's really helpful. Wherever you get your podcasts, we would love to hear from you. You know what we haven't really talked about tonight? The one Coyotes goal and how that whole thing unfolded.
We were thinking for a while that we were going to give Louis Eriksson king.
And we just
And if he
wanted
had
to...
scored into the empty net,
Oh, yeah. And we
Wow.
wanted to see a crown on his
Controversy.
head. King Louis,
Oh, so
the
badly.
Renaissance man.
listen, that was a ridiculous pass.
That was
Yeah.
insane.
Backhand sauce.
Over 2 sticks.
Yep.
That was nice.
But the play's
Right on
made at the
table.
red line, though. I mean,
Yeah.
Ilya
Turnover.
Lyubushkin makes the play.
Yep. Stood him
Steps up at the red line, turns the puck over. And I tell you what, Louis Eriksson, there have been moments in this season where Louis Eriksson may not have looked fleet of foot on the ice. There were several moments tonight. It looked like he had his legs back. Like, is he ever going to look like the Louis Eriksson that was in Dallas? No, he's not. Like, those days are gone. but he's a smart enough player to know where to be, when to be there, and how to play the right way. That's a hell of a play he made.
Yeah,
I mean, he pulls the defender to him, makes an unbelievable sauce pass, backhanded. And Roussel, your mission as soon as you cross that blue line is drive the far post. As hard as you can, get your stick on the ice and drive the far post. I mean, that is how you draw it up.
Yep.
So good on those guys. And we go back to saying, if you would have said Roussel gets the game winner from Eriksson and Leah Bushkin with Vamka getting a shutout in Winnipeg,
facing 46
No
shots.
way.
We
who spun the wheel?
We said that literally is a Wheel of
That's a
Fantasy
Wheel of
situation
Fantasy.
that no one
Yeah.
would have believed.
Literally, you couldn't have written that for Wheel of Fantasy.
I know.
That's how outlandish. I wouldn't have believed it.
And someone had pointed out when we were doing our live watch that Bushkin was on the bench for the goal, so he got the assist, but he didn't even get the
didn't
plus.
get the plus. But and we'll go back to this live watch for a minute too, because we talk about becoming a member at PHNX, and along with Craig's articles, which is really what you're getting, that great behind the scenes content that Craig's provided. He's dialed into everybody, so you learn not just what's going on at ASU, hockey, building related stuff, the franchise, all those things are great. What we did tonight, I'll be really honest, because I know it's hard to believe I'm mildly pessimistic.
What?
I know. I didn't think that was going to be a great idea. That was really cool.
I had a lot of fun.
That was really cool.
Yeah, we should do this again.
And so if you're
Should
not a
absolutely do it
member, like, that's worth the price of a membership. Honestly, that was funny.
Yeah.
It was fun.
That
We
was
got to
super
talk a
fun.
little hockey. We talked a little pizza.
Donuts.
Yeah.
I'd like to hear in the Discord later, for those that did happen to watch, throw out your thoughts on how that went in the Discord, because I'll read them when I get home tonight,
Yes, for sure.
because I really want to get people's feedback and input. Thank you.
Yes. Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Hey, by the way, speaking of Tucson, people have been asking me a lot about doing a prospect report. And I wanted to wait to get a little ways into the season, so there was a little bit of, body of evidence. But
Sure.
my first prospect report will also be coming this week, probably on Friday. So going
All
to check in.
right.
with
So
you
kind of
guys.
ties into Down
So
the
there
I-10,
you go.
your story.
Look at that.
Yep, I'll talk
That's
about a couple
synergy.
guys from Tucson, and I'll look a couple other places as well. So
All right. And another tease is we're doing something tomorrow, and that's all I can say.
yeah.
That's literally all I can
And
say.
they're not going to know about that for several days.
Yeah.
Probably not till the weekend, but it's a really
but
cool
it's
story.
going to be very cool.
Wow.
Really cool story.
Yeah, let's under promise this right now, Leah. We haven't been.
I
out there
just,
yet.
all I said
I
was
know,
we're
just
doing
saying.
something
Okay,
tomorrow.
we are doing.
Should we
No.
deflate it a little bit?
Yeah.
It might be an awful story. I don't know.
Well, the story will be good.
I'm writing
Craig.
it, so
no,
it might be
the
awful.
story will be good. Buddy, there's a lot of tech involved tomorrow.
Who's on buddy count? Someone was.
There's a lot of tech involved in tomorrow. We're not talking about your writing. We're talking about everything else tomorrow. So
This is a big project.
Yeah,
This is a staff-wide project.
It
Not-
is.
Not quite staff-wide,
a
but
lot of moving
it's a
parts
little
in
bit.
PHNX.
There's-
a
your
lot of staff
tease.
there, a lot of elements.
There's your tease. Look at that. Well, any other notes from tonight's game that we all want to hit on?
I can't believe they won this game. The way they
Either.
did.
I
can't.
literally, no part of me woke up this morning and thought the Coyotes were going to win this game.
Yeah.
But we'll take it. It's more makes our job a little more fun.
Yeah, and you've got to start to look at these Canadian franchises right now. Vancouver's looking at themselves in the mirror. Montreal is. Winnipeg's not far behind. Like, they've lost 4 out of 5. And they got thumped by Minnesota 7-1. Like, this has been a tough couple of weeks for Winnipeg.
Shad in the chat. That was hard to say. Said always feels better beating a Canadian team.
Yeah, I don't know how many they're going to
Especially
be.
the Tigers, right?
Like, the Ottawa one will be interesting. I think they're going to.
Yeah,
Edmonton, they've had
that's
their
not till
hands full. They
March.
haven't played Calgary yet, but wow.
Calgary's playing really well.
Calgary's
defensively.
played. The Vancouver matchup, I think the Coyotes might be okay there, and Ottawa as well.
Yeah.
And Montreal.
By the way, that Vancouver game up there, I think it's on the tail end of a back-to-back, right?
Yeah.
So they won't catch a fresh.
The
Canucks
Coyotes
team.
have gone through and swept Western Canada before. It's happened, and they've swept Eastern Canada before.
Yeah,
I
Alberta's
don't think
tough
they're
right
doing
now. Alberta's tough right now, but yeah,
Alberta's tough, Toronto's tough.
3 of Canada's teams are
Yeah.
really struggling, and a 4th might be.
Called out,
Petey used a bad word on the group watch. It's true.
See, but
But that's members only content.
it's members only. It's like watching HBO. You're not watching NBC.
So
True,
true.
that's exactly it.
On
right? Come on.
NBC, I don't do that.
Think
On
about what Game of Thrones
HBO.
showed you.
Exactly.
Oh
I
my
know.
God.
It slipped out. If the Coyotes playing the way they played tonight doesn't drive you to swear just once, then you're not into the game.
I gotta say, my heart was pounding at the end.
I was just disappointed in a turnover up the middle of the ice in their own end, and I might have
Express that.
expressed that. I
Yeah.
apologize.
No, there's no need to apologize. It's fine.
Aaron's yawning, so apparently we
I
should.
know.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
Sleep at night.
Listen, I'm
Wow.
on camera.
All
Sorry,
right.
are we boring
Well,
you?
we can wrap it up. We'll be back. Oh my gosh. We'll be back tomorrow night for the post-game show for the game against Minnesota. Craig will be back in the studio
Tomorrow night, two
tomorrow
straight
night.
nights.
2 straight nights. Bees. Oh my God, that's funny. 2 straight nights in studio, so be sure to tune in. We had mentioned that the PHNX Suns crew is doing their game watch tomorrow, so if you're a member or if you're interested in doing that, become a member now. Like I said, if you become a member by midnight, you get a $60 gift card to the PHNX locker, which, I mean, amazing stuff in there. Petey is repping his PHNX shirt tonight.
Rocking.
I ordered all 3 new Coyotes ones, so be sure to check that out. This is like the time to become a member. I don't know when the deal is going to be this good.
I slipped one tiny little swear word and under my breath, barely could hear it. You want to see some swearing?
Oh yeah, watch the PHNX.
Watch the PHNX Sun Show live watch. I'm telling you, buddy, there's going to be
buddy count.
they're not shy.
Are you doing a buddy count, by the way?
They are not shy.
I was hoping someone was.
Okay, but yeah, somebody take this as a pet project. Count. We were talking about the Tyson Nash's
back
yeah,
in the net.
back in the net.
count how many times Petey says buddy on the show.
And how many times Petey goes,
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, we'll take. So we are gonna. We'll make it. I am
This is
gonna,
shorter breath.
We're gonna make in the Discord. We're gonna make a Tyson Nash bingo card, For the
we
game.
should make a Petey bingo.
and we'll
card.
make a
should
PD
totally
one
do
for
that.
postgame.
Oh my God. Oh, Tim said, can we pay extra for more swearing? Actually, here's this. If you guys in the chat, and we'll start with this tomorrow, if you send us a super chat, we'll swear.
Is that a thing?
Yep, you can send us a super chat. Yep.
That's right.
Super chat is a thing you can do, and if you in the comments send us super chats, you might hear us swear.
We got
Just
a
throwing it out.
helicopter
Wow.
buzzing by us here.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're like-
Something going wrong
Every
there.
time I swear,
We're after Petey.
like I think of Dan and his kids, because Dan we met at the ice den at the player. Dan, he lets his kids listen to the podcast, so
Right.
I just like that dad part of me takes over, and I just feel unbelievably guilty
Sure, you should.
because I'm thinking of
Petey
Dan
potty
with-
mouth.
Well, he'll know. We'll
Unbelievable,
say
buddy.
it's a super chat
It's a family
coming.
program.
We'll say it's coming, and then we'll.
and then he can mute it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, flip over to the Disney
Is that
Channel.
all we're gonna do for the super chat?
Well, we'll start with that
Okay.
and see.
And I'll
coming
come
many
up with
super
it. We'll
chats.
come up with the. We'll try to do some kind of teaching drawing thing tomorrow.
Yeah,
too.
we'll try and do
We gotta
a
wait for
drawing
that
tomorrow.
we missed it.
Petey's Puck Talk.
Petey's Puck
Petey's Puck
Talk.
Talk.
Yeah, if you missed out on that
Puck
the other
Talk
night,
with
go
Petey?
back and watch our post game.
Craig, you never see my puck talk with Petey, do you?
No,
They're
but
pretty
I
good.
like the idea of Petey Puck. Takes
Petey
me back
Puck.
to my childhood.
I know Howie
Oh my
Meeker.
gosh.
Peter Puck.
Howie
Oh
Meeker.
my
I thought
gosh.
about that too.
It's
Why
good
isn't he a
stuff.
thing?
I don't know. Peter
Like,
Puck was awesome.
why is that not back?
I
Like
don't
that's
know.
how I
Should be
learned the game.
like
Taught me the rules of the
Who
game.
doesn't want to see that? Peter
So
Puck.
if you don't know the game, here's my tip of the day. Petey's tip of the day. Go to YouTube and type in Peter Puck cartoon, and he teaches you the game of hockey. It's a cartoon puck that teaches you all the rules. Well, back in the 70s, so some rules have changed. But
You know who did it, right?
I just said Howie
Yeah.
Meeker did it.
The comments are killing me.
Is he still alive?
Howie Meeker? Buddy, I
You
don't
guys,
know.
gonna go
Awkward question.
Gonna go bankrupt sending super chats, profanity pack therapy.
I might sing too in the super chat. So
Oh, look at this.
pay up.
Thank goodness we broke out
Maybe-
the
That's right. We broke out the growler.
growler's
That's what
out.
happens.
Look
break out the
at-
growler. No, Craig's gonna start singing.
Stick around.
You guys, we are beer. we are beer. Oh my God. Well, you can get money to send us in super chats by using the DraftKings Sportsbook app. So be sure to check that out. Use promo code PHNX when you sign up. Bet $1
We
on.
got a super chat.
Oh, bees! Oh no!
Let's
All
bring
right,
it, Petey.
Potty
True?
Mouth Petey.
Come on,
Is that
George.
really true?
Yeah,
Go, George
$2,
Carlin.
$2 super chat.
Fuck that. That's great. That's outstanding, bees.
Woo! Oh my God, that's incredible.
That's hilarious.
Wow, thank you, bees.
Good
Well,
stuff.
Made our day, bees.
like I said,
Yeah.
$1 or more on either NFL team to score in a game, $100 in free bets for you on DraftKings, and then you can send us your winnings so we can swear.
We thought the win was good,
Craig was
but
saying no,
this
Canada.
might be better.
Honestly.
No Canada? Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, this was fun, everyone.
And we
Thank
get to
you
do it
so much.
all over again
Yep.
in 24 hours.
Yep.
Beautiful.
We'll
And
be
so do
back.
the Coyotes. We're going to be tired tomorrow, and they're actually playing.
And they're actually
flying
playing.
customs,
We're just
cold.
Customs. That's the tough part. Yeah.
we're just
It's a
sitting
short flight from
here drinking
Winnipeg.
here.
Are they
Yeah.
back at that? Are they? I can't say hotels. That's bad. See where they're staying,
Yeah,
but
you
they're at
should.
the old hotel. Remember the one that's nearer the arena where most teams stay? They stay farther away.
Yep.
Are they still at the farther away?
I don't know where they're staying on this trip because I didn't go, so I didn't.
That's
bother
all
checking.
on Griff.
Yep.
Never mind.
Well, anyway, like we said, we'll be back tomorrow. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, PHNX Sports, and hit the bell so you never miss a post-game show. We try to go live right after the game ends. Follow us each on Twitter, at Craig S. Morgan, at Leah Merrill, at S. Peters Hockey, and our beat account at PHNX_Coyotes, and PHNX Sports across Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, all of it. Again, thank you so much for watching. We will see you tomorrow. And $50 super chat. Craig eating a hot dog with ketchup. Yes.
I might even.
Yes.
I might even.
So
I literally.
I'll
will pay.
literally bring in ketchup tomorrow. If somebody tomorrow does that, I'll bring all the ingredients. And on.
Okay.
All right.
Deal.
Write it down.
I'll do it.
He said he'll do it.
Wait, do I have to eat the whole dog with ketchup?
No,
Or is it
we're
that's
talking
fine.
about a bite.
I don't want you to get sick.
A bite. We'll do a bite.
We'll do a bite.
I'll do a bite
All
with
right.
ketchup.
On that note, have a great night, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow.